Race ever make you awkward? Never!
You think you're racist? Sure. Why not?
Never!
That's a superior race.
I'm a supreme black supremacist.
That's for the baby.
Primates, cats, Asians, Mongoloids.
God damn the white man!
This is the blood of our people!
Don't tell me the white man is not together.
The future of our race! I'm not qualified for this role, I'll be honest with you. Sorry. Like, I've been put in a situation I can't handle, right?
Y'all got the camera on the mouth.
I am just a comedian. You know what I'm saying?
Hello. Yeah, I like the Black Lives Matter one. How much you want for that?
20, my brother. Let me ask you a question, though.
Yeah, go on.
Let me ask you a question.
Please.
What's your topic? Like,
We're talking about race relations in America.
oh, that's a good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's bad here when it comes down to race relationship. Even with the police, they just killing us. It's coming to a.
Trying to give them some bread and water, and they're like, is it gluten free? Is it gluten free? No, you fucking slave.
I.S.U.P.K.
We're the true children of the Lord. We're the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Right. The Jews are black people, man. Right. The real Jews are the Bible are black. The white man ain't no damn Jew, man. He is a liar and a buster. How dare you say, I got your symbol on your neck when you stole this from me? You are thieves. You are murderers, bloodthirsty, consciousness criminals. And the Lord... And you bow down. This white man is bowed down in front of us. Now you got to do something else. You got to bow down with your face towards the earth. So what happened to black people?
So I went to go hang out with these guys. The first stop I went to was their classroom, right? And now the thing you got to understand about the I.S.U.P.K, which is the name of their group, is that they are very elusive, right? Like, they don't give interviews to no one, right? But they knew about me being a hot class journalist, so they let me in, right? Time for jokes. No.
What, on the horseman? All right, I don't know if we'll get everything. We can get into some of the horses, though, you know what I'm saying? Because really, I'll tell you what the topic is going to be today. Police brutality. You understand that? Is going to be how the white man and his system is the devil that the Bible speaks about. And how they need to be destroyed. The white man is born a natural psychopathic, maniacal, lying killer, man. That's right. You can't trust him. It's never going to happen, man. You understand? We need to separate from the white man like a cancer. That's right. The same way that a doctor would amputate something. And this is what's crazy too. The okay, the white man's the devil, police brutality.
Oh, you on some good topics. You gonna tell me the white man not the devil? Right. Oh, you in your church. That's right. Don't tell me the white man is not the devil. Right. I read the Bible, I don't find another devil anywhere in the earth but this man. Right. He's the only man I ever seen that did what a devil does. Only a
psychopathic, maniacal, lying killer, man. That's right. You can't trust him. It's never gonna happen, man. You understand?
So they let me in. All right. Time for jokes. No.
What, on the horseman? All right, I don't know if we'll get everything. We can get into some of the horses, though, you know what I'm saying? Because really, I'll tell you what the topic is going to be today. Police brutality. You understand that? Is going to be how the white man and his system is the devil that the Bible speaks about. And how they need to be destroyed. The white man is born a natural psychopathic, maniacal, lying killer, man. That's right. You can't trust him. It's never going to happen, man. You understand? We need to separate from the white man like a cancer.
That's
The same way that a doctor would amputate something. And this is what's crazy too. The Okay, white man's the devil, police brutality.
You on some good topics. You gonna tell me the white man not the devil? Right. Huh? You in your church? Don't tell me the white man is not the devil. I read the Bible, I don't find another devil anywhere in the earth but this man. He's the only man I ever see that done did what a devil does. Only a devil will hang you on trees from city to city. Only a devil after 400 years will murder you on the street for sitting in your goddamn pocket. I wish I could wake up every brother in Charlotte. I see him out there with them scarves over their head. Everybody looking at the white people looking at him like, ooh, what's he going to do? Is it crazy? When I see it, you know what I see? I said, ooh, look at the pain in this brother. This police officer, they just murdered, they out there because he murdered a black man. And now this cop standing there with a gun on his hip. And he's 2 inches away from this cop's face mask. And he's staring him down, willing to lose his life on that corner. Why? Because he's in pain from 400 years of slavery from the white man.
We gotta understand is how they dress, right? Like this guy walked in with knee-high leather boots, right? Like a frilly shirt, right? And he wearing like a leather neck brace, right? He's got like spikes on his arm. And there's another guy, right? And he's got like a lion's head with like a door knocker in it for no apparent reason, right? They look like the bad guys in wrestling, but you still root for them. Do you know what I'm saying? They're like those dudes. It's amazing, right? And he's like, the white man's the devil. And then he just off. That's it, he just leaves. And I'm like, is that my interview? Right? So what I learned is that I'm gonna have to chase these motherfuckers all around America.
The Lord is destroying the white man, destroying his infrastructure, destroying his resources, destroying his political system. There's a revolution going on in America right now, and that revolution is the slaves of this empire waking up and realizing that following the man that murdered and raped and oppressed us can only lead to more death, can only lead to more rape.
Can you tell me what you have to be doing today?
This is how a prophet of the Lord does his job, not in a church, not raping and robbing poor people, but actually out in the highways and the byways like our king said to do.
What's like the general reaction when you do this on the street? Because you're saying quite provocative things.
People have a carnal, knee-jerk, natural reaction to the truth.
God damn the white man, he is the wicked on the face of the earth. Not because I said it, but because God said it. And we can prove it in the Bible from scriptures that's 2,000 years old, man. You are the devil that the Bible speaks of. You are red. You are the only people on the face of the earth that has no pigmentation.
Do you find what he says offensive?
I don't understand it.
Oh, okay. I understand.
What's it about?
He's basically saying that white
Shalom, big O. We're gonna try this like this. Y'all bear with me if y'all got any questions. I'll be checking in with the, you know what I'm saying, the joint. You know what I mean? So boom, let's get it. Let's clap it up. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Thumb to my brothers, Yahweh Shemal Thun by Shem Yahweh to my sisters. We're the I.S.U.P.K. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, operating under the leadership of Commander General YAHANNA. We're not affiliated with no other Israelite group, Muslim, mosque, Christian church, whatever you have it out there. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We stand on our own toes, our own merit, man. We've been bringing this truth out since 1969 that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites of the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Despite of what your Christian pastor has told you, you understand, we are the greatest people on the face of the earth, man. You understand? Let me see something. Trying to get this situated on TikTok too. Not TikTok, Bigo, so like it. Maybe this shit. Yeah, I'm too wild. We're gonna see if people come in, but I can see it on there too, so we're gonna see. Lord willing. With that being said, it's Friday night. You understand this? I'm saying, form and fashion, what we do according to, you understand, tradition is we go over things that are pertinent to what the language. You understand what I'm saying? One thing that I want to definitely emphasize is that the Lashawan Qadash is not a broken language. One, right? A lot of people that are anti-UPK, because they want to say SHALAM, they want to say SHALOM with an O, whatever the hell. They want to read the Yiddish as if this is the culture. You understand? And it's like, first off, how can we sit here and let an oppressor tell us about us? That don't even make no goddamn sense. You understand what I'm saying? Give me the book of Deuteronomy real quick. We're going to start at Deuteronomy 4:6, right? If y'all got any questions online, you understand, put it in the group chat. Raise your hand. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh, raise your hand. You understand what I'm saying? We can get it in the class. But like I said, man, we've been hearing a lot of people talk about the Lashawan Qadash is a broken language, all this bull crap, right? But we're going to get into some history. I know y'all familiar with the Los Lunas Stones. We don't went over it. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to go into those things of history and talk about the things that when it comes to our culture and our language. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody can tell us about us but us. And where we find that at is in the Bible. You feel what I'm saying? We got to understand the importance of the Lashawan Qadash as well. The importance of the Lashawan Qadash is the difference from knowing, how the word I want to say? I can't even say these two words. But like the scripture says, you understand? We're going to read it in the Apocrypha too. But as far as the law goes, you understand, certain words, that's how we know the understanding of these words. Even when we talk about in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. A Christian pastor will tell you that that is the Most High doing the creating. Well, he don't understand that the Most High has not even been mentioned until the second chapter in that book in Genesis. You understand what I'm saying? But because he don't understand the Lashawan Qadash, he will not understand. Read that scripture when you get it, Baba Kashar.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations. So I'll give y'all an example. And I ain't even do it on purpose. I got a call from a brother in the school. Like, hey, Shalom, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? We saluted. This is at the slave. I'm leaving the slave. I'm not even paying attention to the man behind me. So the next day, first off, look, y'all call me crazy if you want. When they say call me crazy, hell, at least you call me. You know what I mean? But even with that being said, I wear my shield of David, you know what I'm saying, like my hoodie at the slave. Why? Because I'd be like, first, I want them to say something. Call me crazy. But I want them to say something because there's a devil that wears 8 crosses every day. He got crosses on his ears, on his neck, you know what I'm saying, all over the place. So if y'all say anything to me, oh, I'm getting you. I'm going to be like Charleston White. I'm going to build a whole case against you, and then I'm going to get rich. But the point of why I'm saying this, right, when I talked to the devil the next day, he said, hey, man, he said, what was you saying whenever you was on the phone? He said, I heard somebody speaking a language when I was walking, and I looked back, and it was you. He said, damn. He said, what was you speaking? I said, I was speaking Hebrew. He said, hold up. You can speak another language? I was like, yeah. He's like, damn, I didn't know that, man. He's like, that's dope. He's like, that's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Then now he make little jokes and stuff out of a while. Like, he'd be like, one day we had to sign in. He's like, man, you should sign your name in Hebrew, see, and mess their head up. I'm looking at this devil like, man, if you'll get the hell away from me. But it shocked him because, hold up, this is a Negro speaking a whole nother language. Another dumb nigga, Salaki. You understand what I'm saying? Read that scripture one more time.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation.
Now, when it's talking about keep therefore and do this, we know this is Moses telling the children of Israel to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. But when he says is our wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations, the Lashawan Qadash is our wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations. That's why the I.S.U.P.K is so goddamn undefeated. Y'all cannot F with us. We are un-F-wittable. That's what Captain Zariah say. You understand? Because we are so versatile in everything, man. You understand? So, and why? Because we keep therefore and do this, and this is our wisdom in the sight of the nations. Read on.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say. When we think about anything when it comes to the Bible, like when you utter the word sin, when you utter the word not eating pork, when you utter the word of feast day or high holy day, it all comes from the Bible. Everything is built upon the Bible, whether it's a falsehood or it's true. But everything, if you think about it, everything in the world revolves around the Bible. Even these different religions, Catholicism, Islam, you understand what I'm saying? Buddhism, they all use some type of something from the Bible. So why is the Bible the most downplayed book? Or say that it's done away with, or say that it's been tampered with, but everybody uses it. Because this is the sight of what? The understanding and our wisdom in front of the nations. And when they start seeing us, the way we speak, the way we dress, they be like, damn, what's up with this brother? Damn, that brother just said something that I did not know. He said, but he's speaking and uttering the tongue of the angels. You understand what I'm saying? Read on.
And say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
What that devil didn't realize is he gave me a compliment without even trying to give me a compliment. He was fascinated. And I'm like looking at him like I speak this in my everyday life. You understand? I'm trying to incorporate this with my wives now, with showing them when I greet them. You understand? I talk to them. Hey, shalom, princess. Shalom, Asharia. You understand what I'm saying? You know, Tawab Bawakwar. You understand what I'm saying? Things like that, just having different conversations. And he just, you know, fascinated with just a greeting. So he's like, damn, yo, what is that? What are you saying right now? Read that last part again. That's it.
Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Let me tell y'all another side story, man. We're going to get into this Lashawan Qadash tonight. You understand? Y'all rock with me. I remember we went to Florida for the Passover, Cocoa Beach, Florida. It was me, Officer Kowal family, you know what I'm saying, and a couple other brothers. I think also Lacum Yala was with us. Officer Makawa Salaki was with us. You know what I'm saying? And we went to this restaurant. I think it was DJ Khaled restaurant. And you know, when we step out, you know what I mean? This is our attire. We rocking it. We might not have the army fatigue, but we're gonna have some jeans on, a UPK shirt, and hey, we love wearing our crown or our war scarf, right? So as we walking past, a brother is with his wife, and I watched this brother watch my brother, Officer Kowal. And he looking at this brother, and it's like when he looking at him, I just could only imagine what he thinking, because the way he looked at it wasn't like, it wasn't even no like hating on him. Like he was really trying to understand, but he also was fascinated. It was on his face, y'all. Y'all know I talk about this all the time because language is just not something that's spoken. It's also a body language. You understand what I'm saying? Women, y'all got it real well. You understand? You can say something to a sister and she'll frown her face out. You know what I mean? Oh, I know what you just said in your head. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, the brother had a certain body language about himself, and I'm looking at his brother like, damn, what the hell he seen? You know what I'm saying? For example, also Kowal, also Bunker, y'all walked past some fake Israelites, and they was like greeting the brothers, and they was timid. Like they was like, what you know what I'm saying? We don't know what them brothers saw on them. But they're like, man, something about these brothers is different. And that's that nation, that what is that wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nation, man. Read on, man. So like. Nah, it's more than 2 people in here. Don't worry about that. Turn that bird up.
Verse 7. For that nation, Slakia, for what nation is there so great, who hath God so high unto them?
So high or nigh?
So nigh unto them.
It says, so what nation is so great that has God so nigh unto them? Y'all gotta understand, man. To be an Israelite is the shit. Salakia for my language. I had to say it though. To be an Israelite is the sugar honey iced tea, especially now, with knowing that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. It's our time now. We about to rule the earth. You understand? And that's it. Ain't nobody else ruling the earth. We go over the 18 nations. You understand what I'm saying? And now Israel is about to rule the earth. And we're going to see how the Lord really rock. We ain't even been able to enjoy the entirety of the world because it was made for our sakes. So like the scriptures is saying, surely this is a wise and great understanding nation, man, because of our culture, because of what we do. Y'all think about it like this, right? And we're going to get into this Lashawan Qadash. Y'all think about it, right? You ain't got your apocrypha, do you? No sweat. When you think about it like this, right? Christ was the greatest man that ever walked the face of the earth, but he also was the most hated man that ever walked the face of the earth. I don't understand how we are lied to every day and said God or Christ loved everybody. Well, how did he love everybody? But the same ones that he supposedly loved crucified him. Go ahead, talk to me. What you got? You want, hold on.
Christ supposedly loved everybody, but Christians tell you, oh, Christ died for our sin. You know what I'm saying? Christ died so that we can do this, that, and the other, whatever the case may be. Right. They ain't gonna be specific. They're just gonna say Christ died for our sin. Right. You know what I'm saying? The same way they're gonna say God love you no matter what you do. You ain't gotta do nothing. You just gotta admit that you believe in Christ. But if you believe that Christ is God's son. That's easy, right? You know what I'm saying? But like the thing is,
so like I said, why is it that they say Christ love everybody, but also the same people that Christ supposedly loved, they unalived him?
Right. Now, we all know that innocent Black and Hispanic men die all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right.
Now, that said, Christ was an innocent Black man. They unalived him. They still doing that to us to this day.
To this day.
Unalive innocent Black men.
Right.
You understand? Like if Christ, the scriptures say that, paraphrasing, that if you was a part of the world would accept you.
Right, right.
Christ was not a part of the world. That's why they unalived him, because he wasn't a part of the world. Right. The Pharisees, the Sadducees and Pharisees of that time, you understand, the Christians, quote unquote, right, of that time are the ones who put Christ to death. Those are the same people who crucify us on the street corners today. Those are the Sadducees, the Christians that you see today are the Sadducees and Pharisees of today. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they looking for any reason to harm Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know who it is. You didn't see I.U.P.K on the Southern Poverty Law that's being a terrorist group. You know what I'm saying? You seen I.S.U.P.K. You didn't see what's the Sakari? You seen I.S.U.P.K. Because the I.S.U.P.K is not a part of this world. Christ wasn't a part of this world. You understand? We live in this world, but we're not a part of it. We're completely separate. You understand? But if Christ was a part of it, they would have let him live.
Man, give him a hand, man. God damn. Hey, look, and I gotta shed light. I've been waiting to put this video out here too. I gotta talk to Zion about it. But remember, we was at the Dogwood Festival, y'all. You understand? We chilling. We walking up to people. We not harming nobody. We didn't offend nobody or nothing. Spending money. You know what I'm saying? Look, we get told, the lady come up to us that's supposed to be the director of the whole thing and said, hey, it's been some vendors that said that y'all have been messing with their business, or what, I forgot how she put it. But she was like, oh, well, we're going to have to ask y'all to leave. And we like, what? Our Zion got pissed. He done grabbed little man. He said, hold up. You telling me this little man can't stay here and enjoy himself? Hold up. So we can't be here? We said, now you got to show me the law or what the rules and regulations that says that, oh, well, this is a private organ or, you know, private or get a private event, but it's open to the public. That's a damn oxymoron. And she was a goddamn moron too, so like it. But even with that being said, that's the hatred that we get. All we wearing our, you know, glorious apparel, warlike apparel, but we just walking up to people with manners. Hey, shalom, sis. Hey, Salaki, if I could. If you don't mind, if I could ask you a question, if you know, we conducted some heckle nothing. That's it. Right. That's what I did. Right.
No, I don't want to answer that. I don't want to answer that. I answer this one. And I'm like, okay, well, you don't want to answer none of these.
Right.
It's like, all right, I had something I had to thought of, like, what you think about what's going on in the world today? Like,
really
like,
though.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those was off the wall quick. And those was the ones that they was like, okay, I answer that.
Right.
Easy. That's why nobody.
We was bringing smile to people. You know what I'm saying? Always do. But again, they call us a hate group. So again, right. Oh, they kicked us out the park. They told us we had to leave. We did nothing. That's it. Like, for what? We won't bothering nobody. Then the one dude that, if I'm not mistaken, they said the one that complained, he won't get no business any goddamn way. Then nobody wants your nasty ass food. So like, for my language again, that was the problem. It's the one where we were standing. They said it was the guy that was directly across from us. But see, remember me, you, and the Darash and them, we walked off. So. Oh, no, I don't know about, no, not her. That's why I say we was in the field. Remember when we walked, they stopped at the sidewalk. Remember, because you was like, nah, them sisters right there, they too young. When we was standing at, when we was about to leave, it was the business right here, not the one in the back, but it was the one right beside the road. That one. If I'm not mistaken, that's what the brothers were saying, that they think that because that exactly, because we were standing across from them, so they're like, oh, they're not exactly. Sister stood there for 2 hours talking, or for however long, talking to obstacle wall for a minute, getting information and all that. You understand? This is what y'all gonna have to realize. And like I said, we're gonna get into it, man. We are the villains that y'all, sorry, what Captain My Shot said? We the people that y'all hate, but we the villains that y'all need. They villainize Superman. The ones that you love to hate, they villainize Superman. They villainize Spider-Man. But they were superheroes. The cops couldn't stand Spider-Man. They're like, yo, let us do our job, but you couldn't do your job because you were not supernatural against these people. That's the I.S.U.P.K, man. Right. They hated them. They hate, and that's how that we are in the I.S.U.P.K. Until we got a brother that's lifting up a goddamn car to get a woman up from under it. Till you need help. And we put our life on the line for our people because that's what Christ told us to do, and that's what he did for us. Man, come on, man. Good night. Boy, that's some bars right there. That's a shirt. Look. All right, man. So like last week, right? We went over when we was talking about right? Being of. Like if you're American, then you're of America. If you're Asian, then you're of Asia. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like we kind of kicked this, this dead horse. I brought out about the Moabitists when it came to Ruth, because they always say that she was not an Israelite. You understand? They say the same thing about Cornelius. But again, these are unlearned people. Christians, fake Israelites, Muslims, Buddhists, whatever, right? So let's get it. Shout out to my brother, Asamah Shamar, man. This brother is a thoroughbred when it comes to this Lashawan Qadash, and he's thorough when it comes to this history, man. Who that? The one I just named? Nah. He the one that graduated with us in Hebrew Academy. But which one? Because you got Karathia, Captain Karathia. Then you got Captain Dumgabar that had the two lions on the two oh, you talking about Alban. Oh yeah, that's my nigga, Salakia. Hey, he fire with it. Yeah. Also Alban. Listen, that's where I get most of my classes from. Yes. Yeah, he definitely is, man. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I'm gonna try to imitate what Al-Sabah Shabar showed me, man, because good night, like it was so heavy, right? So y'all remember when we was talking about the language and it was the Proto-Sinaitic, right? Y'all remember that? The Proto-Sinaitic. I'm gonna show y'all what it looks. I'm gonna write it up here. My writing ain't the best when it comes to this Proto-Sinaitic, but I want y'all to see this, man. Like I'm gonna be showing some visuals tonight. You know what I mean? Because again, we always told the Lashawan Qadash is a dead language, and if you don't know, this Negro said something about the 7 trees or something like, man, what the hell are you talking about? But so with the proto, let me see if I can write it right. Proto Sinaitic, right? And it's kind of it's basically like that. So these are where the characters necessarily come from, because before we got the box characters and before we even got the ancient, this was first. You understand? So we had something that looked like this, right? And it would be what, the Ah or the Allah, right? And we would have something that looked like, right, which is the Ba or Bayas. You understand? They had the joint look like this. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right one. Okay. So this one, it says a throw stick, but normally we would say what the guy was what would be a camel, right? And we got the now listen, I can't draw no damn fish, but I'm gonna try to, y'all. God damn. Well, it's a fish. It might not look like one, but hey, y'all know what I'm trying to do. Anyway, all right. How about God? Right. So like I done missed the damn dot. So like, hold up. Why you got the dot? Who that? Oh, yeah. Damn. She was just asking last week. Look, I told her we gonna get her right. She'll be there tomorrow though. Well, but she won't be in the right, you know, because I think they're gonna be straight. And then change. Okay, I'll tell her that. Oh God, dog. Man, the way they talking, because he had a council with the sisters. Oh God, dog. Also, damn, what's his name? Shoot. No, not us. It was for the Durham school. And he did it with the sisters. Let's just stick with that. Yeah, he did. He did that with the sisters. It won't everybody. So we see, right? This one thing I love to show. You know what I'm saying? For example, right? You got the ah, then you got this is the bar, right? Just to show y'all how our language really came about, right? You know what I'm saying? Just let me see. How can I put this? So we know when it comes to English, it is arbitrary, meaning the A really has no meaning of where it comes from or how it was brought about or nothing, right? So this right here, you read from what? Right to left when it comes to Hebrew, right? You got ah, ba, right? Which means father. Or strength. Man, I can't spell today. It be them weird words like strength never looks right to me. Hold up, man. Right. Hold up. Y'all ain't about to be talking junk about me on beat up. Okay, I did spell it right there. No, I didn't. I always mix the G and the N. Strength. But that it pisses me off because why is the damn G even in here? It's not pronounced. Strength. Oh, flavor slugs. So then we know strength, right? Strength of the house, right? Which is father. But when we look at the ah is a cow or a bull, right? This is, again, it means house. You understand what I'm saying? This one is camel. Oh, I did that one. And the loth is door. Or it can look like the entrance to a tent. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about the Proto-Sinaitic, it was more thorough, and you would see these things. So when you would see certain characters, you would be able to literally break it down and to say, okay, this is ah, this is ba. The ah is strength. The ba is house. So we know the father is the strength of the house, and it means strength of the house. You understand what I'm saying? So now, why I'm getting all into all this is because, again, so this is a dead language, right? I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna show y'all. It says the 10th century BC Hebrew text discovered at KH Qayafa, July 8th, 2008. It has been subjected to detailed photograph enhancement in order to clarify the faded text. Photo credit, right? Now I want y'all to see what this looks like. It's difficult to see, right? I ain't gonna hold you. It's difficult. Oh, I'm up here looking at that on my tablet. You know if y'all can see that, right? If you want me to send you the picture, just let me know. You understand? But then I'm gonna show you also what it looked like. And because they gave a little, you know, they drew it out themselves to show you what it looked like. And as you see, you got the ah, Look like the La, the Ma, the Sa. You understand what I'm saying? This is during the 10th century. Now, this is the funny part that I don't understand. With these fake Israelites, so you telling me that Moses got the Yiddish that was created by the white man? And I'm saying that on purpose. When was the oppressor amongst us in the wilderness? Why would the Most High be speaking Yiddish? It's not making no sense. So that alept, bet, and all that mess, that's not Hebrew. You understand what I'm saying? It's another thing, right? First off, I gotta show y'all this too. Do y'all see what that is? Can y'all see that on the TV? Y'all can see it. Can anybody tell me what that is on that picture? What is that?
The Magwandawada.
Oh, who?
The Magwandawada.
Man, get that brother in hand, man. That is the Magandawada. It says the Leningrad Codex, right? You understand? It says it's the oldest known complete manuscript. Hold the fuck up. Let me read this one more time. It is the oldest known complete manuscript. At the water. The oldest known complete manuscript of the Hebrew Bible in Hebrew, using the Masoretic text and Tiberian vocalization. Now we're gonna do some research real quick on the Tiberius, right? As we see, we got the Assyrian here, man. We got the Assyrian. Now, why I said it about Tiberius, right? Because he had a play into what happened to us, I think during the time of 70 AD when we got taken over by the Vespasian, right? Tiberian text. When we look at the Tiberian text, it says, is the canonical pronunciation of the Hebrew Bible, the Tanakh, committed to writing by Masoretic text scholars living in the Jewish community of Tiberias in ancient Galilee under the, I don't know what that is, but look what it is. Now we know this is a part of the Assyrian, you understand? But they tell us what we be reading and writing is not the correct thing. So how do we have records of these things and showing that it is the truth, right? I just, like I said, it don't sit well with me, man. And now, like we said, we done seen that basically our people are just anti I.S.U.P.K, and it's fine. It's totally fine, man. So I'm gonna give y'all another example, right? This is also what we would see. I'm gonna see if y'all know what I'm right. Because you know, you didn't always have to pronunciate or say certain things, because it's like the way that we say it and the way that we write it is totally different. How, for example, Officer Kazak has showed me something. You know, when you got the ka, right? Sometimes the brother will put the ka, but they won't put the extra a. You understand? And it's kind of more so in going into vernacular. So I'm gonna ask y'all this. What's this? What's that, y'all? Hey, don't look at me like that, Sister K. Oh, that picture. I told you they said that what they said. They can say 1,000 words, right? Hey, shalom. Give her a hand. Why do you think that, or why did you say that it was that? Right. So you know that each one of these represents a character. And this will be called, you know what it's called? What people call this? Start with a T. Y'all ever heard that word? Justin, you look like you almost had it right there. What you thought of when I said it start with a T?
Transliteration.
That is a transliteration, but it's called the Tetragrammaton. So let's look that up real quick. This is called the Tetragrammaton, right? It's Tetragrammaton. Tetragrammaton. It says the covenantal name of the Most High in the Hebrew Bible is written in 4 consonants. I gotta write that down. Written in 4 consonants, right? And we got to understand when it comes to Hebrew, it is consisted of consonants, right? Because the way that a consonant is more so how you form your mouth. Pause when you say it, like ya, ha, wa, ga, ba, da, la. When you say a, you ain't got to really move your mouth. Pause. When you say I, you ain't really got to move your mouth. Now we know Hebrew consists of consonants, but there's one rule or one acceptance, which is the I, which is a what? A vowel, right? It's the only vowel. So a lot of people be like, oh, there's vowels all through the Hebrew. No, Negro. The only vowel is the I. Outside of that, there is no other vowels. Yes, A is in there, but you have a Y in front of it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why we saying when it comes to our language, it's all about the vernacular of how it's said. I be trying to think of the scripture. I think it was Ephraimites. One was Ephraimites of the land, and one was, they was kind of foreigners. And when they came amongst these other brothers, the Ephraimites, they was like, say this word, and they both said the word, but they said it with a different vernacular. You know what I'm saying? Now that ain't to say that you can say shalom and I say shalom and we saying the same damn thing. But the way that you might say a brother say the name might be different, but we all are saying the same thing. You understand? I'm surprised why Miss Juanita ain't got no questions. But she said yes. All right. All right, so bear with me. Let me get my nuts. Now, I know we went over trees a couple of weeks ago. And don't think I forgot about this Kahoot. You can hear. I said, don't think I forgot about this Kahoot. But I gotta come stepping this time because y'all making me feel like I ain't studying enough myself. I ain't gonna try to be too crazy on you now, but we gonna get some, you know what I mean? Right. Let me see. What I want to get into, man. What I want to do. How General Muhammad say bobbity, 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 bobbity. Bobbity, bobbity. Let's see. Let me ask y'all while I'm looking this up. What is a scroll? What how would I say a scroll in the Hebrew? Yeah. What's up? Where you at with it? How do I say scroll in Hebrew? I might have a mock. So the first one, right? Is scroll. The Hebrew word for scroll. And then another thing is too, right? Not only is it scroll, but it's also school. This is the other thing we was talking about too. Well, this is Los Lunar stones, right? You understand? We done talked about this plenty enough. And this shows you too, again, first off, for y'all Negroes that always talk about Issachar, the Mexicans or the Hispanics ain't no Israelites. Look, come see me. You know what I mean? I'm stepping for my Issacharites, you understand? My Latinos and Latinas, these are Israelites. It's so much evidence that shows that they're Israelites, man. You understand what I'm saying? Just the Los Lunar stones is one in itself. Y'all got it? What's that? Haitian? Okay. Mm. Right.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy to me, like how many black men here love Latino women. I was like, it's crazy. But that's not a thing.
You know what is that about though?
Like, that's not a thing.
Right. Get along. That is diabolical. Right.
So many black men, like, like, you never seen that before. And, you know, I was talking about the history,
Right. And it, with the Alamo or something like that too. That's crazy. You know what's that's heavy. You say that too. I had a sister say this to me. You just messed my mind up because now it got to be a Cali thing because it's a sister. I put that on my post. I said, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian women are the greatest women on the face of the earth. This woman hit me in my inbox. Is like, oh no, you're not about to sit here while we on the boat and try to save Latino women. What? What you talking? I said, hold on. I said, why the hatred for the Latino women? What's up with that? Oh, I don't. She was like, I don't have the hatred for. I said, you do. I said, because what's the point of that? Like, what did you feel like you was doing, or why was you telling me that? Like, it's a Cali thing. I don't know. Like you said, like. Hey, Shalom, Brian.
Like talking about how it's like, you know, like that. And in my mind, I'm like, why do black women hate the Jesus?
They are taught to hate them though.
I understand the instruction, like, you know, our women hate each other. It don't matter what.
It really don't. They damn near hate themselves. Competition. Right. Right. Because it's the truth. It's the truth. What you want me to? What you want me to tell you a lie? Man, see, and that's that thing where people be talking about all the 12 tribes is all black. What? And I always ask, I said, well, what about Hosea 7 and 8? Read that real quick while we on the topic, real quick, young man Kevin. Baba can show. Read Hosea 7 and 8. I ask every brother this. Be like, because they be like, what you. La. There ain't no you in the Hebrew. So you got to think about it. Like I said, when it comes to the Hebrew and the English is arbitrary. But you got to understand, though, when we get our characters, the oppressor took our characters and made the alphabets. So the A he got A from, the Ba he got B from, the Ga he got G from. You understand what I'm saying? The Za he got Z from. You feel what I'm saying? But then he threw some other characters in there because remember, they said the letter J was not even created until what? The 1600s or after the 1600s, right? Because when you had to try to say J, if you look at it in the Apocrypha, the 1611 Apocrypha, they don't have no J's. It's difficult to read it. I ain't gonna lie. Because instead of it saying Jesus, it'll say I.E.S.U.S. You understand what I'm saying? There is no J's in there because there was no J's. But then what happened was with the J, they took it and made a crook, the I and made a crook. You understand? And that's where you get the letter J from. That's why you got these bugged out Christians or these people like, oh, y'all say Jesus, but there weren't no J's there in that time. Duh, dumb. But if I said Yahweh, who I'm talking about? You ain't gonna know. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about that, you can't necessarily take a person's name because a person's name is letters when a Hebrew name is characters. It's a difference. So then how would you get I don't even know a character that say J.A. in the first place. Again, because there was no J's, right? But read that real quick, yeah, Kevin Barbecue Show. I'm still waiting on my answer, but I see I'm gonna have to put it on the board.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 7, verse 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
Real quick, let me ask you, yeah, Kevin, who is the tribe of Ephraim? Who would they be today? The so-called people today? Y'all know? Who would be the tribe of Ephraim today, y'all? Y'all got your 12 tribes chart now. Y'all can answer online too. Who would be the tribe of Ephraim today? We say so-called, right? Who are the so-called Ephraimites? Go ahead, sis. Give my sister a hand. Damn right. That's right. Puerto Ricans, right? Now we know the reason they're called Puerto Ricans because, of course, it's called the port of riches. That's what it means, right? But it's like it says, Ephraim have mixed himself amongst the people. Read on.
Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Do you know what that means, young man Kevin? I'm not calling you out. I'm just asking. Does anybody know what that means? When it says Ephraim is a cake not turned, do anybody know what that means? No? Has anybody ever cooked pancakes before?
It means they're light.
Yes.
Light skinned.
You did talk about, but go ahead, sis. Well, I want to hear what you were saying. What you want to say? I know you like to bake, so yeah.
like how before it's cooked or like it's not flipped.
Right. What's not flipped?
Like the cake, it won't be like
Right. So it's lighter on that side before. Right. So, or like I always use a pancake. We all done had pancakes. Aunt Jemima. That was my joint. Right? When we talk about a pancake, it says Ephraim is a mix amongst the people. He is a cake not turned. So the context is he's mixed amongst the people. And I'm saying that because these dumb Israelites, fake Israelites, be trying to say, oh, well, Israel is all black. The 12 tribes is all black. No, they're not. No, they're not. Because again, we started getting lighter the more that we mix with the people. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, when it says it's a cake not turned, think about cooking a pancake. My granddaddy used to cook. He used to cook his behind off. And he would say, whenever he cooking, you understand? I remember he cooking pancakes. He said, hey, I ain't gonna say my slave name, but Qadash, listen, whenever you cooking these pancakes, you want to make sure that they forming the holes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When them holes, them bubbles, right? When them bubbles form, then you can flip it. And then you'll see the difference because the one that ain't turned is light. It looks real light. You understand what I'm saying? But when you turn it over, it gets a little darker. That's Ephraim. Look at Captain Qadash. Captain Qadash's father is black as sugar honey iced tea. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So when they be talking about that, they don't understand what they're talking about. It's another scripture. I think it's I don't know if it's Jeremiah 12:7 where it says Israel is as a speckled bird. When you look at a speckled bird has different colors. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, when we talk about that, man, and the hatred that, like he said, the sisters have with the Hispanics, we're the same goddamn people, man. Cut from the same goddamn cloth. Good night. What are we doing? You looking that up, young man Kevin? What is it? Is it Jeremiah 12:7? I might know a little bit about the scriptures, young man Kevin. Just a little bit. Read it for me, Bible Kashan.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 12, verse 9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird.
What's the first two words he said?
Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird.
The first two words said mine heritage. Damn, did the Most High just said he had a heritage? I thought God loved everybody. What's going on? How can he have a heritage? But he said mine heritage is as a speckled bird. Let's look at a speckled bird real quick, right? Now we're going to get back into it because like I said, I still want my question answered. If y'all don't know it, I'm going to answer it for you. But I'm going to be asking y'all some questions today. You understand? I'm going to have y'all teaching me. So when we look at speckled bird, look at the images. You see what that speckled bird look like? Got different spots, all different colors. That's Israel, man. That's Israel. What's that? Two black people can make anything. That's right. They made Esau. God damn. Yo, listen. When I found that out, when I came into the truth, because I used to be bugged out when I was. Now, Esau is not an albino, y'all. We're not saying that. Because I used to get that mixed up when I first came in here. Esau is the oppressor. An albino is still a black man. He just don't have skin pigment or he's lost, like, he has leprosy of the skin. You know what I'm saying? But now, Esau is really created from Eve, from Jacob. I mean, it's like from Isaac. Yeah, right. Yeah, when he got cursed, the people shall look upon me.
You know what? You're right. Let me make you stand out for everybody else. Because, like, if you read the Bible, which is so crazy, because I was thinking about it this week, and I was going to bring it out. But what's so crazy is when you read the Bible says, let us make man in our image.
Right.
Open the Bible. What is the describe more time?
A man of war.
Yeah. Like the woolly hair.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you. Oh, I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that. Right.
If you think about it, it's only outside of leprosy, which is also a curse. There's only one nation of people that don't have pigmentation to their skin. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Like it's only one nation.
That is heavy. Real talk. Right.
Asians got pigmentation.
Yeah. Good night. Well, I ain't think about it. I gotta use that. That's fire. Because when you think about it, like you said, when he said, so that shows you that everybody during that time did have melanin. Right. And then when Cain did what he did, he got cursed, or where Esau got cursed. Never. We was in Egypt. They said, first off, the word ham is hot. It means calm, so that's hot. It was hot as hell in damn Egypt. I'm just saying, it is. Hell, it's hot in America too. Shit. Good night. Good night. That's heavy though. When you really think about it. Damn. Right. Mm.
You had it enslaved, but you would never. Who the hell would get
Man, listen. Hey, I be thinking about that when they turn. They not gonna be able to dwell in the door like we did. We different. We different, man. Like I'm telling you, like when they have to do what we do, man. Listen, sir. Like oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Most time Christ. God, no, it's gonna come to you. What would you just read, young man, Kevin?
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 12, verse 9.
Finish that off. It's gonna come back to you. I know it is.
The birds round about are against her.
Okay, never mind. We jot that. Them birds round about is them other nations. You understand? But as far as scroll, it also means book. Y'all know what it is? No? Y'all got to think about when it comes to the Sabbath service too, right? A lot of these words we say in the Sabbath service. You understand? Y'all know? Well, what's it? Sapar. Can anybody tell me what the Hebrew word is for candlestick? Now we should know this now. When I say candlestick, what is that right there?
Menorah.
Give him a hand. Okay, now we getting somewhere. Yeah. All right. All right. Menorah. I'm gonna write the Hebrew for it too. So we got no. Real. Right. Let me see. Let me give me. I'm gonna give you another one. Let me see. Y'all should be able to go on y'all notes for this though. You know what I'm saying? So we got Amitri. Right? What is the Hebrew word for Mitri? Oh, the question was, what's the word for scroll or book? But now I'm looking for the Hebrew word for Mitri. Like I said, remember now, all these questions are what's going to be on. Y'all listen. I might up it up to $15. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, listen. We work for it. What you standing up like that for? You coming for the 50? Hey, listen, prove me. Prove me. You ain't proving me wrong, just prove me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick while y'all trying to figure this out. This word. Never forget it, bro. They say confession is good for the soul, right? I remember when I remember I'm gonna tell y'all this story while y'all finding this out. Y'all can interrupt me with your raising your hand or put it in the group chat. Again, the question is, what is the Hebrew word for Mitri? All right. This was while we was at the other school in Fayetteville, right? Down the street, really. Matter of fact, I don't even know if we had a damn school then. We was at a feast day. And I remember a while from back that day, during that time, also Yanazar was a trooper. Me and him were both troopers. And also Yanazar got up there, you know what I'm saying, for the feast day, and he got to reading the Hebrew. And I'm like, I was fascinated. First off, I wanted to be a Negrito. Officer I.S.U.P.K beat me to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to speak that Spanish. You feel me? Like, I done took so many Spanish classes. You know what I mean? I could understand a little bit, but I ain't that tawab in it. So, also Yanazar got up there and read, and I was like, Salaki, man, how you understand this? Like, what did you do to understand or get to reading like that? He's like, man, what I did is I took every character and I wrote it 15 to 50 times. I said, damn, I ain't trying to write it that many times. So I said, I'm gonna write it 10 times. You know what I'm saying? That was my way of studying. So I remember calling also Tabawan. Also Tabawan was slaving. He said, hey, Salaki, he said, I'm gonna call you back in a few. But he said, once I call you back, we're gonna have this conversation. Man, also Salaki, also Tabawan stood on the phone for damn near 2 hours, man. And I was fervent in learning this Hebrew. It was something I really wanted to learn because I found out it was ours. It was something that we can call ours, and I'm like, damn. So I can say that this is mine. So then I kept reading it. I got up there one day at Durham for the feast day. Now, Salaki, let me tell you this. Now, also Abraham said, if you are an officer, you need to know how to read this Hebrew. He's like, Salaki, I'm not calling you out, also Trooper Qadash at this point in time. I'm not calling you out, but I'm talking to everybody. If you're going to become an officer, you need to know how to read this Hebrew. I'm like, damn. I said, he said he ain't talking to me, but I feel like he's talking to me. So, like I said, I talked to them, then boom. After that, you know what I'm saying? We got to the point where I was able to read it myself. So after that, oh, there you go. Body man. Yes, sir. What's good, my Lord? I'm Tawaz, so I'm even better now that you here. You know what I'm saying? So even with that being said, you know what I'm saying, Shalom, sir. Man, this man coming here showing off every time, man. Look at these goddamn pants, man. Nah, come on, man. Most High Christ. So I never forget. You're part of this story. I'm glad you came in here because it's your fault I'm standing up here right now. Salaki, I'm just kidding. I'm telling about that. They say confession is good for the soul, my Lord. With this right here. That's crazy. And that's what I'm saying. You know what? And that's crazy because the way you said it that night, it was a feast day. I got up there and I ended up reading the Hebrew. We was in Durham. Yeah. And I got down. I'm all happy. You know what I'm saying? Brothers clapping. I'm on cloud 9. I sit beside Austin Bucky, y'all. Hey, Salaki. He reached up. Hey, Salaki. I was gonna have you render Lashawan Qadash. That's how I found out. I said, what the hell? Hold up. I was trying to avoid Austin Zion the whole night that night. Yeah. Man, listen. I'm telling you. Right. Hey, I was the last one to find out. Everybody else do. That's how it normally go. So I'm like, all right, man. I try to avoid Zion. I just ended up bumping him. Not even by on purpose, by mistake. I won't even try to. And look, he said, hey, Salak, y'all, get ready to teach the Lashawan Qadash. I said, damn. When he said that, I said, God damn. But yeah. Listen. Jonah, yeah. Listen, man, hey, listen. I'm telling you, whenever I found that out, I said, oh my God. So again, I say all that to say, whenever I talk to Officer Hazahab, right? I said, Salaki, sir, I've been called to do, Lashawan Qadash. He said, well, I'm gonna tell you this. He said, if you up here teaching and ain't nobody learning that, what the hell you up there standing for? I said, God damn, why you gotta start off with that? You know what I'm saying? But man, like I said, man, one thing I can say, man, shout out to the house of Officer I.S.U.P.K, man. Give yourselves a goddamn head, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all left that. Nah, clap louder than that, damn it. Let's go. Yeah, most high Christ. Y'all should be proud of that, cause I'm damn so proud, man. Man, listen. Hey, shalom, sis. Y'all smart thought about shit. Listen, like I said, man, try the truth, man. Sometimes I feel like I be preaching to the choir with these people, with y'all, man. Y'all be like, man, what he about to bring out next? I'm ready. But I got something for y'all when it comes to this damn cahoots. I'm telling you. But with that being said, like I said, I say that, man, to say the water to y'all, you know what I'm saying, for tuning in, for rocking with me for this long, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor to teach y'all. Most High in Christ. Now, again, for my question, what is the Hebrew word for Mitri? Anybody know? Justin, do me a big favor. Turn that fan this way and turn it on. Nah, that's what I told him to turn it on. Y'all know? Nobody know? All right, we gonna get it. Y'all sure y'all want to play this cahoots? I ain't playing with y'all this time. Okay. Mr. Confident. All right. The Hebrew word for Mitri is ma, tazah. Point it straight to me. Yeah, the water. Mitri, the Hebrew word for Mitri is matazanapath. Matazanapath, right? Ma, tazah, na, path. Ma, tazah, na, path. Y'all ain't got these notes? Y'all gotta dig deep, huh? Good night. All right, let me see where y'all at with this one. Now y'all should know this one, damn it. What is the Hebrew word for palm?
Cop.
Give him a hand. All right, okay. All right. They're right. All right, now this is another one. Hold on. What about tongue? Everybody should be raising their damn hand. What's the Hebrew word for tongue? Go ahead. Give her a hand. I was about to say now. Come on, sis. He said what? Right. Salakia. Hold up. It's Lashawan. Salakia. But I'm gonna show y'all. She's not wrong in that. Do y'all know why though? So you got tongue is Lashawan, right? Remember, I tell y'all how it's like lash out when you lash out at somebody. But in this context, when we talk about a body part, it's not Lashawan. Do y'all know why though?
So like, cause it's talking about a single body part.
Yes, it is. So what's the significance in the Lashawan and in the Lashan?
Because the Lashawan could be talking about languages.
It is, yes. But remember with the wa, that's the key word in the Lashawan and then the Lashan. Remember the distinction. Because tongue, if we just say tongue, it's not moving. I'm giving you a hint. You get what I'm saying? When we say Lashawan Qadash, it's why. Why do we say that? Because it's what? What is the WA doing? Go ahead. Right. It makes it an action. So with you just saying the word tongue, tongue is not an action. It's just a body part. You understand? Y'all, do y'all understand what I'm saying?
So the wa makes it like you're speaking.
Right. So exactly. So when we say Lashawan Qadash, right, it's something that we speak. It's an action. So when I am doing or saying the Lashawan Qadash, I'm saying Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabrakatah. But if I'm just talking about the tongue as a body member, it's going to be Lashan. Y'all understand what I'm saying? All right. I just want to make sure now, because again, this could be something that is on the cahoots. You know what I mean? Let me see. What's this one? Yeah, I'm gonna try to do some easy ones. But we getting close to the time. Hand. What's the Hebrew word for hand? Yad. Okay. All right. Okay. Now I'm gonna throw one in. Right. We got pa. What's the Hebrew word for pa?
You mean the English word?
Damn. Yeah.
It's
sure.
jaw or mouth.
Okay, yeah, I did that backwards. God damn. Let me change that up. But yeah, you're right. I'm trying to jump the gun. So I'm gonna put mouth and then it's paw. All right. So then with that being said, right? What is this, the Hebrew word for this? And you gotta, I'm gonna give y'all a hint. You have to, so it's two words that I've seen. Whichever one y'all give me, we might be, you know. But with that being said, you have to use your understanding of prepositions to understand it. So we know lips. We're talking about lips. Remember, mouth encompasses all of that, right? But when we're talking about now, the lips is something more specific, strategically, you know. So you will, like I said, I'm kind of giving you the answer, but I don't want to keep talking too much because I'm gonna end up giving it to you. You having fun, Mr. I'm gonna win Kahoot. What's the answer? Don't scratch your head now. What's the answer? You say you're gonna win this $15? What you got for me? And see, like I said, this is one thing that the more that we, you know, learn Hebrew, the more that we can literally break these words down to get more strategically sound in how they go, right? Because again, for example, the word for, I'm just giving y'all an example. So yum is C, right? Yum is C, right? So the word, what? Go ahead.
Is it mapa?
Yes, it is. That is one of them. Why is that the case though? What is the ma saying? Or Salaki, first, what is the ma?
It's a preposition.
Okay, Most High in Christ. So the pa will be what?
The pa is mouth. Or
But
yeah,
but what is it in the context?
It's
It's a
proposition.
A root word. It's the root word. But you're right. So we got proposition, or it's like a preposition, meaning something that comes before. But what is the ma? What is it saying? You would have to know what a preposition is. Because when I say ma'ashara, what am I saying? Give him a hand. That boy, all right now. All right, young man Kevin. Another one is shapa. What is the sha in pa? Shapa. What is the sha in pa? Remember, the sha is what? Young man Jake. What is the sha? He just said it. What is the sha? What is the sha, young man Jake? He just said it. Ask him what he said the ma was.
A preposition.
Give him a hand. He didn't even want to believe y'all. That's crazy, ain't it? So the sha is a preposition as well. And the sha with it being a preposition means what? All right, for time's sake, sha is pertaining to. So the ma, right, is of. Sha is pertaining to. Which is why I said it could be either one. Now with the C, we got yum, right? So if we say ma, yum, what is the definition or the transliteration of my yum?
Of water.
Or?
Of waters.
There you go. Most High, give him a hand. Damn right. Water or waters. Why? Because it's of the sea. What's of the sea is the waters. You understand what I'm saying? With that, we're going to pass the class out to prison officer. 1,000 officer I.S.U.P.K for the security announcements. Clap it up.
Check. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are, it sounds like low, ain't it? I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is commandment. Book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, get a treasury department or a teacher. Priest one, free will offering for a priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, upcoming holy convocations. We are in the feast the first fruits, the water. 15 days. The first day, it's like 15 days of the first month for 7 days. And that is that started after the Feast of Unleavened Bread. and we celebrate on the 50th day. If anyone wants to become a troop in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, a monitor, Mr. Stan. Sisters, be seated. Men Israel gonna render one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men Israel, Mashbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahba Shemi Al-Shah Barakatah. Time hands down. Sorry, turn the face to Sisters Amadim, Mr. Stan. Men Israel gonna render one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men Israel, Mashbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Thabah Shemi Al-Shah. Time hands down. Class dismissed.